Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Weasel, and today we're playing Cities Skylines, the new city simulation slash city builder, published by Paradox, developed by Colossal Order. And before I keep talking more about the game, we're gonna go and just start one, click new game, and we get to choose our map. This game is going to be released on March the 10th. I got early access with other YouTubers and streamers. We got this early, no review copy yet, but we can do Let's Plays of it, so that's what I'm doing now. And we're gonna go ahead and pick a place. As you can see, you got natural resources in every map. It's pretty much telling you how this is distributed, how much you can actually build in these areas, which is also important, but place and space is more than enough in abundance. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with 2 rivers because that sounds good. A lot of forest areas. All of the resources are usually in all the maps, just slightly differently distributed, and whatever you want to go for, you can with adding more land to it, but you'll see. You can select left side traffic, but I'm gonna go with that. And Rock Valley, well, Rock Valley, no, we're gonna go with Rock Weasel. That sounds better. The creative names, it starts again. So I've been playing this game for a couple of hours on stream yesterday night, just the instant I got access to it, so I got the hang of it. Luckily, you can draw connections between other city builders, so you're not completely lost, and I'm gonna do a quick introduction as we go along. Please don't expect perfect gameplay from me. I'm by no means an expert in this game yet, because it just came out. And I didn't have my, 50 to 100 hours to play this. Alright, hello, let's start by building some roads. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna skip through these windows. This is your interface, and as you can see, it looks similar to a game you might know. And you see the small zone, but don't worry, you can buy more of these later on. You can buy up to 9 blocks in total. If you still think that's too small, you can still, you can download mods for that. Mods are very much endorsed by the company, and that will unlock more space, but for now, 9 blocks is the maximum. And we're gonna go ahead and build a road. We're gonna start off from this highway. We have 2 directions. We're gonna start and just build a regular, boring 2-lane road. Coming off it, we can upgrade that later. We're gonna keep it going like this. 2 lanes, so in every direction. Wonderful. And we're gonna connect them up here and potentially just build out the road this way. I'm going to do a, well, I guess zoning, a block zoning, what you call that, individual neighborhoods. You'll see what I mean by that. I'm going to make blocks pretty much of the different areas, residential, commercial, and whatnot. That is at least my plan. I don't have a completely formulated game plan for this yet. But yeah, we're gonna make sure that they are separated from each other because of noise and air pollution. Alright, so we got our first zone over here, not our first zone, our first road over here. And before we actually zone buildings, we're going to need electricity and water. For the beginning, a wind turbine will do the trick. And as you can see on the map, darker blue areas are generating more electricity. If I move this around, you'll see estimated production 7 megawatts over here. We have still 7 in here, 7, and over here only 4. So we want to make sure to place this in a good location. I'm gonna move this as far away as I can, just in here. The circle around it, the red circle with the earphones, pretty much tells you, or headphones tells you, this is where noise pollution happens. So you want to make sure to keep an eye out on that. Just don't place it right between next to your neighborhood. Now we have electricity and water. Water and sewage, also 2 important ones. I'm going to pause this for a second because we already have costs down here. By the way, these are your building menus. This whole lane down here, where you can select your different things. And in this case, water, we're going to go for the water pumping station, which are we going to put at the far end of this river over here. And then we also need sewage. That's also important. Water drain pipe. And that's pretty much just gonna, all the sewage is gonna go, gonna exit here and go into the water. And you can see this has a really good water physics simulation. You will see that later with a hydro dam if we build one. The water flows into this direction. So what you want to do is you want to put this thing ideally So it's not flowing into your water pump. So pretty much otherwise you're going to suck in dirty sewage water and it's going to make everyone sick. That happened to me on stream because I didn't pay attention. Okay, so now that you build these things, you need pipes that come from this. I want to make sure to really not build too many other things because you can... I bankrupted myself really fast in this. Let's move this up here and then straight for the middle. The blue circle tells you where you have water reach, if you want to call it that. I'm going to call it that, water reach. And actually, let's build it over here. So we cater to everyone in the block. Let's remove that little thing. Wonderful. You get actually a return. That's something I really like. If you build something wrong in terms of roads or pipes, you're going to get a return for a short amount of time. So if you place it down like, this is wrong, and then you bulldoze it, you don't have to pay. You get a refund, but only for the first beginning. Okay, energy. We need to put power lines. They need to be connected to the zone. They don't go over roads. And so what we're going to do, we're going to put space already occupied. We're going to put this from this circle. This is electrified, you could call it. I'm going to put this and move it into here. And the other one over here. Just want to make sure. That should do the trick if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah, that's probably going to work. And what else is going to need energy is the water pump. The water pump and the sewage drain. So as you can see, this requires energy. And I'm just considering putting down a whole windmill for this. But then again, that might be a little bit too expensive. And just placing down the power lines is going to cost me 3,000 free whole grand. Better make use of that later on. And build that over here. Could have probably done it a little bit more cost efficient. But we have around 60,000 starting capital. And here we go. Let's close this down again and unpause. You have the 3 different speed settings. Accelerate time, if you click that 2 times, you are at full speed. And, I should probably zone something so people can move in. You have zoning next to roads. You don't have medium, high, and low. You just have low and high. This is gonna unlock. You're gonna unlock this later. For now, you only have low. You can play in a somewhat of a, let's call it an expert mode, where you have all the regions unlocked from the beginning on. But for now, I'm just going to do it like this. And already people are moving in. There's a high demand for residential. These are your residential demands. You might know that from other games as well. It's very similar to other city builders. And this is, or SimCity actually, very, very similar. And you can see the demand for the different things. Now everyone's moving in and they want sewage. They should have sewage, shouldn't they? Oh, I forgot to build a pipe. That is completely my fault. And we're going to give them their sewage, so their toilets are not clogged anymore. And we have that finished up. All right, let's open up the budget panel, because this is not going very well. As you can see, water and sewage is quite expensive, 600. These are your expenses down here. This little bundle of money will show you your budget. A few things are grayed out because we just don't have them yet. But we can reduce certain costs by bringing them down, which might lead to problems. But for now, saving up a little bit of money on that, burning too much too fast makes a whole lot of sense. All right. So we have our little residential zone over here, and we're going to go ahead and build a little industry zone on the other side of town, or up here. Not entirely sure where the best place would be, but I feel next to the highway would make sense, because, well, pollution is going to be a problem here already. So why not add on to the whole thing and create more? Let's just make a little block. I like the zoning tool. The guides, they are at first a little bit confusing, but then I got the idea. You can see these little lines in between them. This pretty much tells you, you know, let's build this over here so you see it better. The lighter lines on the outside tell you this is pretty much how much space you need for you to zone properly. And that is what you want to do. And the ones in between that go, is it perpendicular? Yeah, perpendicular to these lines are showing you how much a big zone is. I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm saying. You get the gist of it. Right now I'm only building straight roads, but you can build them curved, you can build things like this, and I'm horrible at it, that's why I'm not doing it right now. But I'm just gonna go in ahead and add a industry zone. They're gonna need water as well. They all need water, it's very important. Everything needs water in this game. Even the cemetery needs water, very important. And electricity should suffice. I'm not entirely sure if they're gonna start building, or if I might have to build it into the zone over here. Like this, but that should do the trick. Elevated roads, yeah, we can build those. I'm gonna talk about that shortly, but yeah, they're moving in. The zones are connected. Might be fine even if I remove this one. Nope, they need energy again. That was too much. I think it needs to be at least connected with one of these zones, and then they're fine. Are they? No, they're just they built themselves down here even without any energy. If that was smart, I don't think so, but there you go. Now it's connected. They built themselves towards this. As you can see, that stuff happens really fast. We're still in a big deficit. Let's go ahead and build some commercial. So our guys can shop and get their groceries, all the good jazz. That's gonna generate noise pollution as well. Industry and commercial are noise pollution producer. Let's go ahead and... where should I put those? I feel over here. I want to keep space in between so we can upgrade the roads soon. So let's go ahead and... this distance is fine. I'm gonna build a nice little shopping area. Connecting those roads up as well. And yeah, as you can see, the zoning works already really well. At least I'm not having any problems with it. And we need, of course, pipes again. I'm going to go big. You can't build all of this in one little zone. That's going to save you a lot of costs in the long run. And not in the long run, in the short run, because you have everything close by. But in the long run, you're going to run into problems. And I intend to play the city a little bit longer. That would be ideal, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be nice? Okay. Yeah, we don't need you. You're a little bit overkill. Oh, they're not connected anymore. You gotta watch out. If you build down a road, you might as well break one of your power lines. Happens to me all the time. Okay, are they connected now? Barely. Come on. Build. Fine. I'm just gonna put them over here. Now it's connected up again. And you don't need a direct connection with the power lines. As soon as you have a zone that has power in between, you can connect them like this, I think. And that's going to deliver the power. Just as long as the power lines are within the blue area. And we're running out of power. Not having enough. I do not have enough money for a wind turbine. I think it's time to take a loan. We're at least making a profit. Let's go ahead and have a look. I think I can also just increase the budget. That should help out a little bit. Right now it's not at 100%. Let's see, and we're gonna do the same. We're gonna put that to 80 for now. And yeah, we're good. If you turn down the budget for your power, you're gonna produce less power. Okay. Alright, let's talk about the other things. Milestones are a big thing in this game if you're playing in the mode where you unlock the individual things. And let's open this up. And we are a little hamlet, and we have to reach a population of 420, which we should do fairly soon. People are still moving in. And that's gonna unlock something, as you can see. Congratulations, little hamlet has been reached. New features, now we can set taxes, and you can adjust the taxation. Loans, we can take a small loan with low interest. Couldn't do that before, forgot about that. Garbage, healthcare, and education with an elementary school, medical clinic, and landfill site are things as well. Not that we can afford a whole lot of them, but we can afford a few. And we're going to do that. But yeah, you're going to unlock more and more buildings, which makes it easier, especially in the beginning when you don't know exactly what are good things to build. That's going to help you out a whole lot. At least me, it helped out a lot. Alright. Let's see what the demand is. Currently, there's not a whole lot of demand for anything. It seems fairly balanced, but we can change that easily. Oh, yeah, energy is still a problem. But now we could build a coal plant. I'm considering just putting one down. It's going to pollute the area quite a lot. But it's going to make our lives a little bit easier in the long run for now. We will be able to switch that out with better energy. And yeah, I'm going to put it close to the highway. I'm going to keep this one, but we're going to put down the coal plant. City out of... Ow. So close. So close. Can I build the road a little bit differently? Yeah, I can. I'm going to get a refund. If you look, 300 refund. Should make you feel a little better. That's snapping a little bit too much sometimes for me. I want this over here. This is not snapping as I would like it to. Let's do the freeform mode. It's totally tricky. Alright, I'm not gonna try too hard. But for now we're gonna stay with straight roads, so it's gonna be pretty straight city for now. Makes planning for me a little bit easier as well. I'm gonna put down a coal power plant. Costs 19,000, and if you hover over it, it will tell you what the upkeep is. 560 per week. Produces 40 megawatts. So I think 45 times what a wind turbine costs. The upkeep is actually cheaper with a wind turbine. They cost 400 per week. If you have the same amount in energy, but they require more space. There's going to be a cool thing we're going to have soon. If we reach 2,400 are the advanced wind turbines, which I like a lot. You can put them into water. Oh yeah, right, we were running out of energy. What are you complaining about? Not enough electricity. Did I not? Oh no, I built the line. Oh yeah, we still don't have enough. Let's unpause. Because I forgot a power line. See? This is how it happens. This is how you break things. I'm gonna build this one right over the road, if I may. You want to make... there you go. That will do the trick just fine. And nope, can't do this. How do I connect you up the best way without removing too much possible space? We can always rebuild stuff like that. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's quite expensive. Connecting this back up. Or just... you know what? That's even cheaper. And looks a little bit better. Oh man, I really like the refund feature. It makes me feel much better about my decisions. I don't worry too much, especially in the beginning. We're gonna just build those lines. And that should connect everything up. Yep, now the problem is gone. If you want to see what your citizens need, what their wishes are, you can see fairly easily by looking at these little symbols over their heads. For example, these guys probably needed more workers, but it disappeared. This is the closest zoom mode you can go into. Maybe I should, zoom around a little bit more. This game is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It runs incredibly smooth. It runs really well, even with a bigger city. Not that I had the full map, I don't know how that is yet, but for now, even with recording it at 60 FPS and a high resolution, no problem, very smooth. We're gonna see, it looks really nice. I like the style of it. It has, really neat style, and the mod support, I'm really excited for this game, and especially the DLC. There has been DLC announced and add-ons. The reason for that is you don't want to lay off your whole staff. You want to, keep your artists. And if you're not, so you let them do things, cosmetical things, so they can, pay for themselves, so you don't have to let them go after you finish a project. I could talk more about that, but right now, let's not do that. We're going to expand our zone over here. We're going to have a few more citizens to live in. And I think extend the neighborhood like this. Oh. Do they still have power? Oh, no, they don't. I removed those things again. Smart as I am. And connect this back up. And the wind power acts as a, just as a medium to transport the energy through. It doesn't need to be, as you can see, a power line. It will work just like this. Let's go ahead and build the pipes down. I want to be a little bit more efficient with my pipes. So I don't need to build over several planes. Let's connect. Yeah, let's not connect those back up. That looks nice. I hope I don't want to build here, something over here soon. But that should do the trick. We're going to add more residents, and then we're going to build them some services as well. They're going to complain soon about that they don't have anything, like any clinic, any healthcare. Just want to go over a little bit more over the interface while these guys move in. Over here you have your info views, like, let's go over it. Electricity shows you the consumption and where electricity is missing. Water, same thing with water, how much sewage treatment you have, how much water availability. It's not going to be a problem in the beginning. Once you build those will last quite a while. Garbage, yeah, nobody's picking up the garbage, which is going to be a problem. That's going to pile up. So that's the thing we're going to do soon. Education shows you elementary, high school, and university. They need everything. And it shows you who's educated, who isn't. I really like the infographics. They're easy to understand and really helpful. Citizen happiness is, you know, pretty much a given. These guys are not really happy. Should probably do something about that. Health, of course. Housing levels. Don't see that yet because we only have one. Wind speed. Well, we don't. We saw that earlier when we placed on our windmill. Or wind power wheel. What is it called? A wind turbine. Thank you. Pollution, this is where we are generating pollution, not a big surprise. Industry and our, is it coal? Coal power plant. Noise pollution, very important, as you can see, where there are roads. Oh, I reached another milestone. I clicked it away. Worthy Village, 850 people, means we can unlock a new area. We have districts, policy, second loans, industry specialization, service policies, fire departments, police, all the stuff, which I'm going to go over. But for now, I was with the interviews. Crime shows you pretty much how much crime you have. Metro and public transport is not unlocked yet. Same with population. We don't see that yet. Land value and outside connections. Where are the outside connections? That's a good question. I think that only shows you industry, for example, that goes outside. And yeah, oil products. Imports and exports, those exporting goods. Yeah, we're exporting goods, we're importing oil and other things. And of course, natural resources. It's going to help out with industry. We're going to do a few things with that. Here we have some fertile land. Here we do have some forest areas. You can see the like slight coloration on the ground. And there's more stuff around us, but I don't see that yet. I think here we have some oil. All right, I think that concludes these. Leisure, also important to have, and districts, we don't have any yet. So, new services. Remember to have a look at the newly unlocked services. Landfills, yes, they're gonna produce pollution, waste around the area where they are placed, which is great. Not so much, but I will show you about that soon. Now we're going to go out to the areas. It said we would unlock areas, and I said that at the beginning, you can purchase new areas. Right now I can select one of these blocks. I think the current maximum is a 3x3, so this is pretty much the whole thing you're going to have. More is possible. It's just that they limited it so most people can play this game without any problems, even on a lower end computer. But if you have a stronger system, you will be able to download a mod that will unlock all of the zones around it. 5x5, so 25 zones, is gonna hit you probably really hard. That's what they said. And that's what I heard. We're gonna go ahead and buy this tile. It costs not too much, 3,400. We can afford that. It will tell you what resources are there. We have a lot of forestry. Over here we would have forestry, but nothing else. Here we would have some oil. That might be interesting for the future. But I'm just going to go ahead and put this one down, purchasing this. And now we have a bigger building zone, which is glorious. Let's go out of this menu. And before we go ahead and talk about all the other stuff, I mean, policies, I could cover this real quick. Policies, you might remember those from SimCity. They will pretty much allow you to conserve energy with power usage, water usage, and all these other things. We haven't unlocked those yet. I'm seeing them, I think, because I unlock them during the stream. But you can do several things. For example, smoke detector distribution is gonna significantly reduce the risk of fire, but it's gonna cost per building. So those things are gonna help you out if you have problems with fire or power or water. Then you can set those for a certain price. But we're not doing that now. Then you can set those and those are gonna help you out. Alright, what else did we unlock that I should maybe have a quick look at? A second loan. Industry specializations. Oh man, we're gonna do this with districts. I'll show you when we get to a heavily forested area over here. But you can pretty much tell your industry what to become, like a forest area. If I go to districts, or a farming industry, which requires fertile land, or just general industry, oil industry, or ore industry. That's how you define this. You don't create the individual machines yourselves or factories. You just tell industry go here and you can only do ore. That's pretty much what you do. Districts are quite interesting because you can set taxations in different zones. You can be very specific about this. In any case, we're going to continue building in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure to share this one because it's the first of the series. And to, get people interested. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm Weasel. I'm out. And I hope to see you around. Bye-bye.